Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into a topic today that, well, let's face it, might not sound like the most thrilling thing in the world.
Yeah,
But stick with us.
it's important.
It's important. It really
Yeah.
is. We're talking personal finance. Uh, I know, you might be thinking, ugh, spreadsheets and budgeting. Not my idea of a good time.
Right.
But trust me on this one. This deep dive, this is about giving you the tools, the knowledge, the power really, to take control of your money and make it work for you.
Absolutely. And we've been looking into some great material on this, really breaking it down to the basics, the core stuff you need to know.
Yeah, like what even is personal finance? Why do so many people struggle with it?
Hmm.
How do we get started? We're talking budgeting, saving, investing, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and it really is for everyone. I mean, wherever you are in life, whatever your goals are, this stuff matters.
It does. And the thing is, a lot of us, we didn't grow up learning this stuff, right? It wasn't taught in school. Maybe our parents didn't talk about it.
Right.
So we're kind of left to figure it out on our own,
Mm.
which can be, well, intimidating to say the least.
Absolutely. So let's break down that first hurdle. What is personal finance? I mean, it sounds kind of formal, kind of scary,
Yeah.
but really it's just about making smart choices with your money, right?
Okay, so like not just spending everything I make as soon as I get it.
Well, there's that, but it's bigger than that. It's about understanding where your money's going, setting goals, and figuring out how to use your money to reach those goals.
So like if I want to buy a house someday
Exactly.
or travel the world or retire early.
Yeah, all of that. It's about aligning your money with your dreams, with what you actually care about.
Okay, so less about penny pinching, more about being intentional. I like that. But let's be honest, a lot of people struggle with this stuff.
Definitely.
So why is personal finance, why is it so tough for so many of us? I mean, it's just money, right?
You'd think so, but there are a lot of reasons why people struggle. For one thing, like we said, a lot of people just haven't had the opportunity to learn the basics.
Yeah. Financial literacy, it's not exactly a required course in most schools.
Right. And then there's the fact that, the financial world, it can be pretty complex.
Oh, yeah. Credit cards, loans, investments, it can feel like a whole different language.
And honestly, a lot of it is designed to be confusing, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we're going to break it down, make it simple, easy to understand.
Yeah. No more financial jargon here.
Yeah.
So let's start with some of the basic terms, the building blocks. We keep seeing these words pop up. Assets, liabilities, income, expenses.
Okay, good ones to start with. So think of your finances like a scale, right?
Okay, I'm picturing it.
Assets, those are the things on the good side of the scale.
Good side, got it.
These are the things you own that have value, that can grow over time. So things like your savings account, any investments you have, maybe you own a car, a house.
Okay, so things I could potentially sell and get money for.
Exactly. Now, on the other side of the scale, we have liabilities.
The not so good side.
Yeah, the things that weigh you down. These are debts, things you owe to others. So a car loan, a mortgage, credit card debt, student loans.
Gotcha. So the more assets I have compared to liabilities.
The better off you are, financially speaking. The scale tips in your favor.
Makes sense. Now, what about income and expenses? Those seem a bit more straightforward.
They are. Income, that's the money coming in. Pretty simple. Your salary, any side hustles you've got going on.
If you win the lottery.
Hey, that counts. And then expenses, that's the money going out, the things you spend your money on. Rent, groceries, bills, that daily latte,
The things that keep us going, for better or worse.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got our terms defined. Now, how do we actually start getting a handle on all this, managing it all?
Well, that's where the dreaded B word comes in.
Budgeting, everyone's favorite topic.
I know. But it doesn't have to be scary. Really, budgeting is just a way to make sure your money is going where you want it to go.
Okay, so less about restriction, more about being intentional.
Exactly. There are a ton of different ways to budget. Apps, spreadsheets, the good old-fashioned envelope method. The key is to find what works for you.
So step one, figure out where your money is actually going right now.
Right. Track your spending for a month, see what you're actually spending your money on. You might be surprised.
I know it was when I first did that.
Yeah.
It's easy to lose track of those little expenses that add up.
Oh, yeah. Once you have a sense of where your money is going, you can start setting goals. Short-term goals like saving for a vacation.
Or paying off a credit card.
Exactly. And long-term goals like retirement or buying a house.
Okay, so the budget is basically the roadmap to get us to those goals.
I like that, the roadmap. It helps you prioritize, make conscious choices about how you're spending your money.
So it's not about depriving yourself. It's about making sure your money is aligned with what you actually care about.
Exactly. Now, once you've got your budget sorted,
Yeah.
and you're hopefully starting to see some extra money each month,
Hopefully.
that's where saving and investing come in.
Okay, so what's the difference? I mean, they both involve putting money aside.
They do, but they have different purposes. Saving is for the short term, money you'll need in the next few years.
So an emergency fund, a down payment on a car.
Right. You want that money to be safe and easily accessible, so a high-yield savings account is a good option. Now, investing, that's for the long term, money you won't need for 5, 10, 20 years.
Like retirement money.
Exactly. Investing involves putting your money into assets like stocks or bonds.
Which can be a little riskier, right?
There's always some risk involved. But over the long term, the stock market has historically trended upwards. And the power of compound interest, it's incredible. Basically, it means your money earns interest. And then that interest earns interest, and it just keeps growing over time.
Okay, so the earlier we start investing, the more time that money has to grow.
Exactly. Even if you can only invest a small amount each month, starting early makes a huge difference.
So what's your advice for, like, young people who are just starting out?
Start now. Seriously, even if it's just $20 a month, get into the habit of setting aside money for the future. And don't be afraid to ask for help. There are so many resources available online, financial advisors, books, podcasts.
Like this one.
Exactly. The more you learn, the more confident you'll feel.
Okay, so we've covered a lot today. We talked about what personal finance is, why it's important, some of the challenges, and some basic steps to get started. Any final thoughts for our listeners?
Just remember, personal finance, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about taking control of your money and using it to create the life you want.
I love that.
Right.
So no matter where you are on your financial journey, remember, even small steps can lead to big changes. Maybe today you set up a budget tracker, you research high-yield savings accounts, or you simply write down your financial goals.
Any step you take, it's a step in the right direction.
Exactly. And we'll be back with more deep dives into specific personal finance topics, so stay tuned. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep taking control of your financial future.